Hi, and welcome to April's Around the Oval show. This month we're doing a special graduation edition where we focus solely on our USAO graduation coming up in a couple of days. We're going to talk with three of our amazing graduates and visit with them about their experiences here at USAO over the last 4 years. But first we're going to take a close look at a special VP of ours who is leaving this summer. Stay with us. Dex Marble has been a fixture at USAO for many years, first as an educator for 25 years and again as part of the executive team. He believes in USAO, our mission, our faculty, and especially our students. He believes with all his heart that students who attend USAO are receiving something very special.
So much of education these days focuses on learning a specific set of facts, and our experience as a society has been that many of those facts become obsolete in 3 or 4 years. I think our students understand that and are able to adapt to future circumstances. They've developed the skills of analysis, of writing, of logic, that they will be able to act creatively to take advantage of changes in the world in a way that many other people can't.
Team teaching, which brings professors from different disciplines together in one classroom, is a very distinct part of USAO's mission, and it has been one of Marble's greatest memories at USAO. He says that despite all the degrees he has received throughout his life, the best education he ever got was team teaching at USAO.
One, it gives them a much broader view of the world that's out there instead of narrowly focused on some specific set of narrow facts. Our students bridge the disciplines, see similarities and differences, and this also stimulates creative thinking. If you draw some abstract observations from one field and then apply that abstraction to another field, you develop new understandings of both fields.
Marble says students are what matter most, and what they get out of their experience at USAO makes all the difference.
Number one, I hope that every one of them can write exquisitely. And to that end, our equivalent of freshman English is taught exclusively by PhDs in sections of 20 or fewer. In that situation, there can be some intensive work on style and construction that will make everyone a better writer. The second is that students understand, appreciate, and can use the difference between belief and science. Both are essential for human activity, but they shouldn't be confused. And I think our program explores those differences very well.
This spring marks the final commencement ceremony Marble will participate in. In fact, he's presenting the keynote address. He says this realization hasn't quite hit him yet, but wishes all our graduates the very best in their life endeavors.
Commencement's always a wonderful event where we celebrate our wonderful students, and I'm looking forward to doing just that.
Now we're going to visit with an up-and-coming USAO graduate, Sarah Gibbs. She's from Claremore. She's been at USAO for 4 years, and she's majoring in biology and about to graduate and enter into the real world. So, Sarah, tell us a little bit about your experiences here at USAO.
Well, I've been really fortunate at USAO. I've had the opportunity to do a lot of different things. Being here for 4 years, I've met a lot of great people. I've been an RA at Lawson for 2 years and the president of Student Activities Board for 2 years, right, which has given me the opportunity to do lots of events around campus and meet new freshmen and outgoing seniors.
Well, I know that a lot of the freshmen and sophomores look up to you because of all of your involvement. What has it meant to you to be at USAO and be a leader?
I think being a leader is really easy at USAO because the advisors and everyone that I work with is so great and they encourage you so much. And it's really been a great opportunity for me to help other people and lead them to kind of fill my space when I leave. And it's really important to me.
So what are you looking forward to once you graduate?
I will be starting medical school at OU in August, so I'm really excited about that.
How do you think that your education here for 4 years is going to help you in medical school and beyond?
Well, definitely the biology faculty are all really great. Having those small classes and that one-on-one attention with professors really prepared me, and just how rigorous the curriculum is. I feel like I've been challenged here, and I know that medical school is going to be a challenge.
I know that you've made a difference in a lot of faculty's lives too. You're going to be missed quite a bit here. What is like the one important or significant moment that you've had here at USAO?
I think that organic chemistry was probably one of my most memorable classes and memorable experiences. I was in lab with 6 people, and we spent a lot of time with Dr. King, and he's such a great faculty, such a great professor, and he really cares about his students.
Well, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it, and we're looking forward to seeing all the great things you're going to do with your career and beyond. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back to talk to Matt Crowe. Thanks. Well, we've been able to catch up with Matt Crowe. He's going to graduate this spring as well, and he is from Collierville, Tennessee, correct?
Yes.
He's a biology major, also a part of the cross-country team, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about his graduation experience and being here at USAO. So welcome, and well, just tell us a little bit about USAO, what brought you here and how much you've enjoyed it.
So I found out about the school because my uncle is a professor here, Dr. Crowe. And so I found out about the school, and I put it on like the back burner as kind of like, yeah, I'm not going to go there. Because, I don't know, it's like my uncle. It was a kind of a weird thought to go like where your family is.
Right.
I didn't really want like people to think that I was getting like an edge up because I had family here. So I kind of put it on the back burner. And then I applied anyways, got a full ride, and then juggled between a couple full rides at the University of Memphis, the College of Creative Studies in Detroit, and then Arkansas Tech.
That's my alma mater.
Really?
It is.
I had a full ride there.
Oh,
That's
cool.
where my parents both went.
Oh.
So they asked me to apply, but I went to Arkansas Tech, and I mean, it's a good school, but it's just not where I wanted to go.
I found that similar to USAO though, because it has that small town feeling, but USAO is just very special. So once you got to the school and you started meeting people, you felt like it was a perfect fit for you, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things that like is a huge blessing to like not. I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, I picked this school because it was like a liberal arts degree. I picked it because it just was like a better out of them like options that gave me full rides. But like it was a huge blessing to come to a liberal arts school, not understanding what that meant coming in, and like it's such a cool thing to know that the liberal arts, you really get such a better understanding of like your major, but also in relation to other majors, and being able to understand other things then like leads into like being able to build relationships with people because you can understand what they're thinking and like tie it into what you're thinking. So it's a cool thing.
Yeah, we've been really busy the last 4 years, and I know that you've been involved with quite a bit of things. And what's kind of kept you going and focused on graduating?
I'm a very like in the moment kind of person. So the thing that kept me going is like I just have this like determination to do well at like whatever I do. Like I don't like the idea of not doing well. So anything that I commit to, I really want to do a good job with it.
So what do you feel like USAO has given you to help you exceed and succeed through the rest of your career and professional life and personal life?
I think that there's a sense of genuineness at this school that you don't necessarily get other places. And I think that it's something that the school really does offer that's different, is that the liberal arts is genuine. It's like, let's make connections with things. And then two, one of the things that I love I have Dr. Reese as one of my professors this semester, and I've never had her before, but I've decided to take this class called Advanced Grammar. And it's people like that that are just really honest with you. Like she's so just like calm and like brilliant, but also like she's just very understanding. Like you never feel like attacked, you never feel forced on anything.
Do you have any words of wisdom or advice to pass on to some of the incoming freshmen?
Yes. Don't stress out over stuff.
Right.
I think you need to, from a very beginning, set in place like a good work ethic. Good work ethic doesn't mean that you only work all the time, because working all the time is ineffective, because then you just get really unhappy because all you do is study, and so like you don't ever get to work on yourself. But you also like you have to understand that you do have to work, because sometimes I see freshmen that like they're just always hanging out with people, and then they wonder like, why am I failing this test? I'm like, I'll tell you why you're failing this test. You spent 9 hours playing video games and you didn't study. So I think coming into school, what you need to understand is like your brain is going to learn things. You just have to like take it little bits at a time every day. Just be consistent, keep working, have fun.
Right.
So don't stress yourself out, but also don't be lazy, and just know that like you're going to do it. Like stressing out's not going to help anything. You just keep pushing forward, keep trying, set aside time for fun, set aside time for studying, and you'll get there.
Well, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it, and we're all going to miss you, and we think a lot of you and wish you very well.
Well, thank you.
Coming up, we're going to head over to the child care and see who we can talk to over there. Now we're talking with Jo Tumeric. She's an early childhood education major from Veneta, Oklahoma. She's been at USAO for 4 years, and she's graduating this spring. I bet you're excited about that.
I am excited and terrified and a little sad,
yeah.
to be honest.
What are your plans?
Well, after this, I am looking for jobs in North Carolina, so I have to leave the state, but I'm mid-application process, and so I'm looking for anything early childhood in the classroom. My favorite's kindergarten, so I'm holding out for that.
Well, you're sort of doing that right now with your teacher.
Yes, ma'am. I'm co-teaching right now in the professional trimester of the education program, and it's been a wild ride for sure. A very educational experience. Learn something every day, so it's exciting.
Well, being at USAO, you've gotten a lot out of the experience here, the 4 years you've been here. Tell us a little bit about what makes USAO so special, especially to you.
Well, in regard to our education program particularly, I think that our opportunities to do practicum experiences is the most beneficial thing that I've gotten out of this. Certainly we have every opportunity to volunteer and to get actual practicum experience with kids in course requirements, as well as ample experience outside of course requirements with things like the Child Development Center here, where we can work with a class of children every single day and plan lessons and learn classroom management techniques and all the things that make a great teacher. We learn how to do right here in our time at USAO. So that's really saved me so many times and so much, stress. Learning how to do it in school rather than being thrown into it my first year teaching.
Oh, wow.
So USAO has certainly given me every opportunity to be successful before I have to learn it on my own.
Well, you're busy outside of just your major. I know you're all over the place. And
yes, I am working on my theater arts minor. And I also, I work and I have lots of volunteer things going on and good friends that I've made on campus, and so I'm always doing something, but I think that's one of the things I'm most grateful for, looking back on my 4 years here, that I've thought, okay, well, not one day was wasted on just being a couch potato. Like, I've been super busy with all wonderful things.
Oh,
so
yeah,
that's
definitely.
Definitely something I'm grateful for. It is a place where every student, if they take advantage of it, can customize their own education based on the goals they have set for themselves. And as far as where I stood, I was looking for an early childhood, experience that also touched on my love for theater arts. And here I was able to fully dive into both
Right.
with no problem.
Yeah.
And every professor that I've worked with has been more than happy and more than willing to give me the opportunities to help me customize this part of my journey to get me on to the next part, which has been such a blessing.
So speaking of your journey, what do you feel like the one thing that USAO has given you will help you succeed in life and your future career, your personal life, everything that leads you to that spot?
I definitely think that of all the things I've taken, which are a lot of things, we'd be here all day. But in particular, I think I've learned a lot about the importance of initiative in getting where you want to go.
Right.
Here, you can take the minimum class requirements and you can get through and get your degree, no problem, and you'll be ready for a job, and that's good. And I think that's what a lot of people go to college to do. But at USAO, if you really take the initiative and want to go places and meet goals for your future, then you have every opportunity to come here and go beyond what's just required for a degree or a job application and make your own path.
Right.
Which is something that I know that I'll use forever. So I'm grateful for the chance to work on my own little self-motivation to do that.
I know that through the 4 years you've been here, you've been a mentor towards a lot of probably students and incoming freshmen. I mean, I know that a lot of people look up to you as a senior and very active and very outgoing. What is one piece of advice you would give an incoming freshman?
Oh gosh, I think if I were to give any freshman the best advice, it would probably be to look ahead. Think about what's coming up for you. What do you want? Where do you want to go? And what do you want to have when you're done here? Because if I've learned anything, it's that 4 years goes by so fast.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, and at the end of it, you're thinking, have I completed everything I wanted to do? Am I the person I wanted to be when I came in? And so if you set off your start of your education here at USAO with those goals and those thoughts in mind, who do I want to be? What do I want to accomplish? What do I want to be prepared to do when I do leave here? Then you'll be more successful and probably more satisfied with your experience if you have those goals.
Yeah. Well, it's a special school too.
It is very special. It's special to my heart, and I'm 70% excited about leaving and 30% distraught because I'm really going to miss the people I've met here and the place.
Well, I know I speak for many people here that we're going to miss you, but we're really happy for
Well,
you.
thank
and
you.
Anxious to see all the successes you're going to have in
I
your
hope
life.
so. We'll see how it goes.
Good luck. And
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
And we'll be back in just a few moments. That wraps up our Around the Oval show for this semester. We hope everyone has a great summer. We'll see you back here this fall, and a special congratulations to all our USAO grads.